Hello, my name's William from UK Cars for Less. Based in the countryside near Eccleshall in Staffordshire, we're just 9 miles from Stafford's mainline railway station where we collect a lot of our customers coming to collect their new cars. And we're about halfway in between Manchester and Birmingham, with great links to the M6, the M54 into Wales. In fact, we're pretty central in the country, which means that it shouldn't be too difficult a job to get to us, to view or drive away in one of our cars. So today I want to talk to you about our Toyota RAV4. It's the hybrid XL four-wheel drive motion, and for me it's the pinnacle of RAV4s for 3 reasons. Firstly, because it's the XL, which means it's the top of the range and has got all the features that you need on a vehicle like this, in my opinion. Secondly, because it's 4x4, which means that it'll get to places the 2x4 model won't. And thirdly, because it's in this metallic blue, which is my favourite colour on these. So I'm going to walk you around the vehicle to give you an idea of the condition while I tell you a little bit more about this vehicle and these vehicles in general. So this vehicle came to us from Motability Operations, which is one of my favourite sources of vehicles. Why is it one of my favourite sources? Well, they look after them. So this vehicle has full main dealer service history, both keys, never been smoked in, and it's in really nice condition, as I hope to show you through my video. So these in general are one of my favourite vehicles. Why? Well, firstly, because they've got good performance. I don't like driving a vehicle I don't feel I can confidently overtake in. These vehicles do 0 to 60 in 8.4 seconds, which is faster than some hot hatches. So they're definitely no slouch to drive on the roads. But at the same time, the quoted economy is over 60 to the gallon. And whilst quoted economies can be a little bit of an exaggeration, I do find that mid-50s is easily obtainable in one of these. And that for a vehicle which is really got a huge boot and plenty of room for up to 5 passengers. So let's go and have a look at inside the vehicle. So as you can see, it's got this really nice grey and cream leather, which I think looks really striking. And the seats are in great condition in the rear. Also in the front, and just show you here, the bolsters show no signs of wear. And it's not been fully valeted yet, but this is just to give you an intro to the car. So let me talk to you about some of the other features when you're actually driving this car. First thing, when you come to get into it, it's nice that it's got electric heated seats, and these electric seats have got memories on them. So you can set a couple of different memories to give you 2 comfortable positions that you can change between even while you're driving. But those are stored on your key. And because they're stored on your key, it means that if somebody else is driving the vehicle, you don't have that situation where you get into it when you're a mile from the wheel, or can't get into it at all because it's too close, which can happen with myself and my wife. So it's also got some interesting drive modes. You can put it into the trail mode if you're going onto a muddy field or a bit of a track, and you can put it onto EV mode if you want it to run on pure electric in perhaps a car park or something like that where you want to keep it quiet. There are the heated seats. Now, in driving this vehicle, one of my favourite features, and if you've never had it before, it will be a revelation when you do, is the adaptive cruise. I wouldn't buy a vehicle for myself without it anymore. So this button here sets the distance to the vehicle in front of you, and when you're ready on the motorway or on an A road, you can operate this, set your speed to whatever you wish, and set the distance you wish to maintain from vehicles in front of you. Doing that, you don't need to touch the accelerator on the brake on a motorway, and you could even cover hundreds of miles without ever having to do so. Even if the traffic comes to a standstill, you can get it to resume. It's not a driverless vehicle, but it does make long trips a lot more relaxing. Of course, it's got full multimedia functions, sat-nav and so forth. And if I just start the vehicle, another thing I really love on these is that when you put it into reverse, the reversing camera looks fairly standard, just like any other reversing camera, but actually it does so much more. Because if we were in a car park and a vehicle came from our left or right as we were reversing, it would detect it. Same for a pedestrian. So it means that you are a little bit spoiled in this vehicle because you know that you're much less likely to have an accident. Another reason you're less likely to have an accident in this vehicle is because it also has a feature on it whereby it's got pre-sense. Now what pre-sense is that if it anticipates that you might crash into a vehicle in front of you, it will apply the brakes for you. Now I've never had it do that for me where there hasn't been a danger there, but I have had it where something stopped in front of me very suddenly and it actually reacted before I did, and it may have saved me from a collision. So I'm the big exponent of that particular feature. I've probably missed lots of things you'd like to know about this vehicle, so if I have, do please call me. My name's William, and we're UK Cars for Less, and if you want to come for a drive or just talk more about this car or any car in general, please give us a bell.